One of the questions I frequently get about fountain pens is how do you refill them? Well, up until recently I did pretty much what I thought was the only way, which was using these little cartridges that were full of usually black ink. Sometimes you could find blue, once in a while you could find red. But in the last few months I've found there are much more better options. So this is how we're going to fill this beautiful pen today. I'm going to show you a couple ways, actually, while we're at it. Besides taking the little cartridge, don't go too far, like this, that just presses in up here. Many of them will come with a little filler tube thing. Cartridge is usually what they're called, or pump. A lot of times they're called the pumps, and as you can see, this pumps up and down. And there's two ways that you can do this, and I'm going to show you a couple of them right now. She wants purple ink in hers, so I have some Diamine Imperial Purple that I'm going to give her. And what we can do is we'll take this with the plunger all the way down, and we'll stick that in there. And I forgot to bring a paper towel with me. Where is it? Oh, I was holding it. Oh, there's not quite enough stuff in this bottle to just barely get a little bit of ink in there. So if this was more full, this would have worked. Let's see if we can push that back down and try it one more time. Push that against the side. There we go. And then all you do is press that in like that. Normally I would have a paper towel handy with me to wipe off the excess ink so it doesn't get on my fingers a little bit later. We're going to pause that right here so I can do that. There, wipe that down. Another thing you can do is stick the entire nib down in here, and it depends on how full your bottle is. If you've got a regular like 50 milliliter bottle of ink, this is easy to do, but I'm not sure if it'll work on this. It can be a whole lot messier, so keep that in mind first. That you stick that in there, and suck it up this way, straight through the nib. Again, you'll have to wipe off with a paper towel. The nice thing about doing it this way is that it primes the nib already, so as soon as you put it back together, it's ready to write. You just boogieing right on through. Put the cap back on, and you're good till you run out of ink. I didn't fill it all the way, so she'll have to watch this video on how to refill her pen. I know, I'm rotten. Another way that I use is with a syringe. when the Tinker puppies were born, we had to get them shots, and I looked at that syringe and I said, "Oh, I know I'll be able to use that for something." And sure enough, I can. So we're going to get the pump ready like this. And where to go? We have some Lame Azurite blue. Now I don't know if this will pick up in enough detail, but I took a piece of sanding paper, actually I used a power sander, and I ground off the tip of this, so this is no longer sharp. I mean, yeah, you fall on it and it's going to hurt, but it's not sharp like a regular needle is. So what I do is I take the plunger style thing, I'll bring it up a little bit so it doesn't get on the rubber part. I'll drop the needle all the way down and I'll suck some up. You'd be surprised at how little it actually takes to fill these. You take the needle, put it in here, give a little squeeze, and you can see just how quickly and how little ink is actually used to fill this up. Okay, let's get the rest of that in there. That's close enough. And then you can just rinse this out with water and it'll be good to go. Let's put this back up in there. Whoops. Back up like that. Push it down a little bit. Put the lid back on it. I still had a little bit of the last color in it, but this will start turning darker in just a moment. But that's all it is to filling these. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So we'll set these side by side, and all of them write wonderfully, even though they're different styles and different tips. I like it. I have fun with it. Alright. See you next time, guys, on Pappy Tinkers.